All right, I am Nate with BITTE Protocol. You can go to bitte.ai. So I'm going to do a quick presentation, and there's going to be two groups that are going to watch this, and they're going to get split into two different sections. There's going to be the one group that says we're building way too much, we need to focus, and the other ones who kind of see all the things that we're doing is slowly coming together as well. So we're going to start with the International Cricket Council. This is a group, so we've always been kind of been known as an NFT company. We've been started in 2018, and it's been a long haul, and we ended up building a bit too much outside of that NFT system. We've done so many different activations, from NFT NYC ticketing to dead mouse releases. We kept getting hit with this sort of onboarding issue and hurdle and having to rely on other wallets to take on the new users. So we ended up building our own wallet, and with that, we realized paying for people's transactions really helped with the onboarding flow. So we built the Mint-based wallet that is now the BITTE wallet. It's completely white labeled. Folks that have no idea how to use blockchain were able to come in and basically create an app, claim NFTs, go through a different process. The account creation was done on the relayer. The fungible token issuance was done on the relayer. And you could see we got over 15,000 accounts created from people that have no idea that they were using blockchain in a non-custodial way. To me, that's really, really important. You can always hit this QR code down at the bottom to kind of see how the wallet onboarding process works. And we can also white label the heck out of this for your brand as well. So the Paymaster Relayer, we are going to be releasing this next week. I mean, the big goal is everything's going to be tokenized. Let's say a stadium seat wants to actually convert to NFT ticketing one day, which they will. It 100% will happen in the next decade. That stadium's going to need to sponsor a contract and select specific functions in order to get all these people checked in and tickets issued. How that system is going to work, it's real simple. You just come in, you can see I have my sharks.mint-based relayer all set up. I've only enabled NFT transfer on this one, but if we come in here, we can add your own contract. Doesn't have to be a Mint-based store, it could be anything, but you get all the different functions that you're able to enable. So I only want to do the transfer to allow anyone on this contract to do that. We can also go to the Sputnik contract. Maybe you want your DAO people who don't have crypto, maybe you want to enable them to be able to vote. Once that's up, then you're good to go. Chain abstraction, we are killing it. So we have all the signatures ready to go on Base, Ethereum, Gnosis Chain, Arbitrum, OP. We started dabbling into Bitcoin a bit. We're just waiting for Near to clear its audits. And once that runs, you can see a transaction here up and running. So I have both UCSD on ETH that we can send transactions, and we can build the transactions using the chain abstraction system you can see here. And so one Near signature, signing a single transaction. Very exciting. We believe every transaction can be built with AI. Everything will be tokenized. How do we get not only users to interact with blockchain, but also brands to be able to convert their assets to non-fungible tokens or whatever activation that they're trying to do? You just can't go and mass mint someone's inventory. We need AI agents to be able to do this. We need AI agents to be able to say, I want this asset in human readable conversation, whether it's through voice. Imagine being able to just have normal conversations with an open financial system. That's quite exciting. You can go to our docs.bitte.ai. You can see all the different functions that you can run. Here I'll do a quick demo. So again, we started our smart actions with our NFT problem. It's being able to do everything on an NFT platform through a prompt. We then got into swapping Near. So let me speed this up just a little bit. Let's go here. So now we've built a transaction from a normal conversation, swap 3 Near for your USDT. It builds the transaction, they can see it, and then you'll be able to see the money go down, and then the 42.75 in USDT go up once you refresh the page. This opens the door for I mean a ton of things. Being able to not only interact with a DeFi app through a single prompt, but now we're going to go ahead and create a drop link for a cat holding a sign that says ETC. Behind the scenes, we're generating this image through DALL-E. We can plug and play which model we want to use. We're uploading the asset directly to Arweave, and it will spit out a link that you can then send out to anyone, and then they can claim this link through Instagram, through Twitter. And the biggest deal is the Mint-Base or the BITTE wallet is not something you need to download a native app. You don't need to install a plugin. It just simply exists on the web in a non-custodial way, because we use passkey to store your private key. We use account abstraction to be able to tell these users that if you don't trust us, you can then create a new key. It creates seed phrases. They can import those into different wallets and then delete the key that messed with us. So we have the NFT agent, which does everything on Mint-Base. List all of the NFTs that I own on this contract, mint all of the any of these pieces, list, add minters. We have the ref agent as well. And now we've opened our agent for other folks. So if you want to build your own agent that hooks into your system, we're going to focus on the primitives, the fraud, the making sure you're doing exactly what you need to be doing, educating the user, making sure those transactions are being built correctly. And then you could build your own assistants on top of that. So here's an example of Potluck, who is able to build an assistant on top. We can do a quick question of, let's speed this up, 175. What projects can I fund on Potluck? Again, they were able to fork our ref agent and deploy it very quickly. So not only can I say what projects can I fund, but can I donate to Near to that project? Again, from a single prompt, we're doing DeFi swaps, we're doing all the NFT capabilities, we're interacting with other ecosystem partners, and we're signing with a passkey directly on our system. So that's exciting. So how you would fork this bit, you just go to templates. You just go to templates.bitte.ai, you scroll down, you find our ref DeFi swap agent. You can hit deploy. It takes 2 seconds for it to fork and deploy on Vercel. What that looks like is this, and you can see a little swagger that shows up. You can make a better ref agent than us, and we'll pop that up higher up in the list. And then once you get that ID, you just basically need to take this URL and you can add that to our playground. So this is also launching next week, along with the Paymaster service. So the playground will let you deploy your own agent and mess around with it to see how it works before you go from there. We also have a grants program. We have 300K left for 2024. Anyone who wants to build an open source agent with us today, please hit this QR code and then let's go. Again, BITTE Protocol, Nate Geyer, we're building a ton and a lot is being shipped all the time. So keep up with our progress, and I think that's my time.
Yeah, thank you, Nate. I mean, that's a bit overwhelming in all senses. So about the AI implementation, why do you guys think that typing in prompt is better than interacting with the indications on the screen with your face, and why do you think that typing in prompts are better?
Come on, like we're getting, I mean, right now it's just the beginning. Being able to just access almost every single, you're not only just doing the thing you want to do. So imagine we can focus on one section, which is let's now add graphs and reports. We can let AI handle the filterings. Once Potluck adds its funding, you can do things like filter the best top funding projects in the last 2 weeks that got funded. What did they get funded? Who do they fund? You can't build a website that does all that powerful stuff. If we're focused on one area where it's we're able to build out this one sort of visual to make all these different ecosystem partners better, that's huge. Same thing with once we go cross-chain, you can already go into ChatGPT and say what NFTs are for sale for less than 1 ETH on this contract. It'll spit out some stuff, and we could build a transaction from that data. So almost like we don't have to build indexers to do anything. So being able to know what to do, make informed decisions by having conversations, because it's not just using our data, right? It's scraping open data. I have the power to show that these sort of pieces. And we're also moving to an area where that agent will live in its own world, where you can just let it execute things on its own intent.
Yeah. What do you think about the legality of AI just scraping data and the copyright and all of that? Do you think that might be a problem?
So we just did a big video and with Runway, very exciting. And what was neat is I created all these big assets, and now we created an NFT marketplace to basically say I want to sell all of these assets with a pegged license that is stored on Arweave that basically says you can use this asset if you own the rights to do these sort of things. I think that's where copyright is more heading. It's being able to know that all of these assets are living freely all over the place. But how do we make it easier for users to obtain the licenses and use it under goodwill?
Yeah, from the perspective of someone who worked on Mint-Base and someone who onboarded, deadmau5 and interacted with this kind of normie influencers, what do you think their gripe are with blockchain right now? What's the friction?
Onboarding. It's always been onboarding, and you need relayers to basically pull that out. Nobody has crypto. 4.2% of the human population has crypto. So once you pull that out, and once you've built a wallet like ours, the onboarding flow, if you've created a wallet, you can literally create an account and claim an NFT in less than a minute, not dealing with seed phrases. Now we're getting into a space where it's easier than Web 2 without passkey, right? The whole password management system is such a nightmare. But being able to create multiple keys using the account abstraction system on Near and feeling safe that I can just delete those if I don't feel comfortable with whatever the passkey was created, that's absolutely the future. So lowering those barriers is step one.
Got it. So it's about blockchain working in the backstage, on the back end, and people not even knowing that they interact with the blockchain. But blockchain actually, improves the experience and doesn't create additional friction.
A little bit both. I mean, you have to make sure it's non-custodial. If you do your app in a custodial way, you might as well just do normal Web 2. I don't think there's any point. But enabling users to basically make transactions and letting them see those transactions if they want, I think is a critical piece of the puzzle, because a big part of this is being able to know, working with the traditional financial system and moving money around, not knowing where it is for 2 or 3 days. That gives me extreme anxiety since I've been into blockchain for this long, like knowing that every transaction I make, I can see the execution. That's an important piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I think from the perspective of users, especially those who are not familiar with blockchain, it's better to interact with AI than interact with blockchain and wallets. So I think you're correct on that front. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you, Nate. That was insightful.